Good evening, friends, and welcome to Rowena May Inspired. My name is Kelly. Whoops. Here's our pals, Mr. Wilby and Miss Pickles. You guys have seen that red live button up at the top. That means you're catching us live, and I hope you are, because we are crafting tonight with the Stand Tall Crafting Group, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So come on in, say hello when you pop on so we know who's there. I'm gonna bring up my computer so I can see some comments. I'm gonna light up the positivity candle. Man, we're on fumes here with positivity. Fumes, my friends. We're almost out of positivity. Good thing it's a new year. We're gonna have to stock up on the candles. Okay, why is my page not changing? Hello, Miss Shauna. How are you, friend? What is happening here? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Okay. Let me get it up here. Hello, Miss Jessica. How are you, friend? Hello, Miss Krista. Hello, Mother. Hello, Miss Kathy. All right, yeah, let me see if I can get any of this to light up here. We might be out of positivity. Fresh out of positivity. Yeah, I got it lit. Let's see if the other one will light. That other one is down to the bare bones, but it lit. It lit. So we got a little bit of positivity left. Come on in, friends. Say hello when you pop on. You guys, let me just tell you right now. Well, let's see. We only got 7 people. I'll wait a little bit. We're gonna do a craft today with doing some buttons. I'm on a button kick right now. I'm on a button kick right now. You know, I'm almost out of buttons. I've been on the kick. I'm just. Oh, the positivity. Just look. We're all out of positivity. Well, that lasted all of 30 seconds. Let me see. Whoops. Miss Pickle's gonna fall in the candle. Yeah, I think that one's still lit a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna last. I think it's down to the metal. Well, we're all out of positivity. Hello, Miss Jeannie. How are you? We're all out of positivity. Time to go home. Okay, guys, if you didn't see the pre-record I did and I posted last night, look at this one. Look at that one. Is that not beautiful? Look at all those buttons, you guys. I wanted to do a neutral. It's a Christmas ornament, if you couldn't tell. I wanted to do a neutral one. I thought that was stinking cute. I love this one. Hello, Miss Sharon. How are you, friend? So anyway, I'm kind of on a kick right now of buttons. We're going to put Mr. Wilby and Miss Pickles over here to the side. Let's see if she can not fall off, because every time I put her over there, she falls off. She falls on the floor. Okay, so I'm using this frame that I got, of course, from an estate sale, because that's where I get them all. Hello, Aunt Anita, Miss Anita, Aunt Anita. And I'm using a piece of scrapbook paper from Plaid Tidings. This is from Hobby Lobby, so there's a bunch of different, plaid color, and we're going to use this one right here is what we're going to use today on here. So we're going to Mod Podge it onto our glass. Hello, Miss Misty. How are you, friend? You out doing you out in the yard laboring? Not literally labor. She's working in the yard. She's a crafty farmer. She's got to do the farming things. She can craft, but she has to farm too. To make the whole name be legit, she has to do the farming thing. Hello, Miss Marley. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, so we're going to Mod Podge this piece onto here. Onto here. All right, so let me get, I bought some brushes the other day at the old Dollar Tree. Let's use these. Do you have enough buttons? Shauna, I don't know. I don't know. And one of my friends posted a picture today that she got a whole bunch of buttons from a friend, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so jealous. Love those buttons. I love those buttons. All right, slather on the Mod Podge here so we can put our scrapbook paper down. So how was everybody's Thursday? Tell me everything. I got to work from home again today because we had kind of crappy weather this morning. A lot of the schools, they late closed, they didn't close till late this morning. Some people were already on their way, doing things, because I don't know why they do that. Even the community college was on a delay start, so it was kind of slippery. Have you lost more weight? Well, maybe a little bit, but not. I still have a little bit to lose. still would like to lose like another like 7 pounds. But yeah, I've lost a couple more pounds. You're still, Mother, you're still not dressed. Hello, Miss Melinda. Well, Mother's only got one more day of leisure, and then we're going out of town tomorrow. We're going shopping for the weekend. We're going to Shipshawana. We're going to go tear up the town. Just kidding. You and Kim are crafting together. Nice. Making Robin his food, then loading the car with all the goodies in here. Oh, yeah, I bet you need to get going on that, right? Your car's going to be packed. I can just see it now. I remember it last year. It took us like an assembly line. All right, you guys, I'm just leaving this beautiful, it's probably oak or walnut or something, whatever, you know, like dark oak or just walnut. I don't know my woods. I don't know. It's a wood frame and it's dark. So we're just going to put this in here. I might have to trim it up. Let's see. Let's see. I'll see if it'll fit nicely. Oh, look, it's snug as a bug in a rug. Hello, Miss Carol Ruth. How are you, friend? Mom, did you see what Carol Ruth said? I think she's telling lies. I think those are lies. Oh, hello, Miss Casey. Well, thank you, Miss Jeannie. Hello, Miss Sandy. Miss Melinda, the puppies are good. However, they got a little skin thing going. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to have to make an early morning vet visit tomorrow to take them and their mother. I just thought it'd be fun to get checked out because I don't know what it is. It's something, I don't know, a little dermatitis going on there. I don't know. But we got to do that before we go out of town. So, okay, you guys, guess what? White buttons. We're going to make a snowman. Of course we are, because that's pretty much all I do this time of year is make snowmen. I've told you that a million times. So, I drew a circle here. You can't see it very well with your eye, but I used the top of our positivity candle to make the body of our snowman. Then, on top of that, I did draw a little bit of a sketched line. It wasn't perfect, but I can. I'm just going to kind of like, you know, make it look, you won't really see it, but we're going to make a snowman. We're just going to do like, kind of like a round snowman, like that, like, just like that. Hello, Miss Beverly. How are you, friend? Hello, Miss Teddy Bear. All right, that's a pretty one right out of the gate. That's a fabric one. That is a really pretty one. Now, you got to, some of these have that metal shank on the back of them. Did you see the video I sent about Grandma being your favorite? Oh, I don't know if I did or not. Hello. Oh, thank you, Miss Beverly, for the stars. You're too kind. Thank you so much. Okay, so sometimes when you get these metal ones, you gotta press down. But be careful if you take your pliers and you try to, if you like squeeze it together, you'll push your front in. You don't want to push your front in. So just kind of do like that and push that little metal shank in a little bit more there. Just be careful. Just be careful with your buttons. A lot of these just have plastic on them. These have the metal on them though. So we're gonna put this one down right here in this corner. Okay, so it's gonna take us a little bit to get our little snowman built up here. Well, snowmen aren't square. Square pegs. Okay, let's see. There's some really pretty buttons in here. I found this one. I thought this was cool. This is like, it's got a little funky little tip on it, but it's texture. Well, I don't know how well you can see it because it's so bright. Mother says you're right. Grandma is the Grandma is the favorite. Grandma is the favorite. All right, let's just start putting some buttons down here. Okay, we're just gonna form our snowman. And you know, if you put your buttons down, there's no like rhyme or reason of how you put them down. But I'd like to, what in the world's on there? I'd like to, good Lord, let go. I like to stack them a little bit here and there to fill in any spaces, okay? So it's gonna look a little bit different because you're gonna have like solid white and then you're gonna have clear, like the clear kind of, I don't know, see-through buttons. You dread trip to the vet more than, oh yeah, right. Well, my husband can cannot go with me tomorrow. He has an interview for a new position that we're like, hopefully he, you know, does really well and gets a job offer. That would be so awesome for him. And I told him when I got off the phone, I'm like, okay, this is no way affecting you. Like, I will be taking the puppies and their mother to the vet in the morning at 8 o'clock. You need not to worry about anything. I will handle it. Like I will handle the whole thing. Don't worry. You concentrate on your task at hand. Like, I got this. He's like, how are you going to do that? I'm like, I don't know, but I got it. I'll figure it out. I'll get it. Just not worry about it. We've been, you know, Tim and I have been working together, you know, on practicing interviewing and things, and it's like, you come too close to get all nerved up now, worrying about the dog. I know. Hello, Miss Erin. How are you, friend? So, you guys, I wanted to mention, I know there's a lot of friends out in the Facebook world that, you know, are going through some, you know, things this time of year. We have a friend, Miss Leona. She's had some health issues. So if you could just say a prayer for Miss Leona. She let Mother know, you know, that she had some. We met her in person when we were down in Jasper in May. And her and her son came, and this sweet, sweet lady and her son, the sweetest kid. I mean, he's a man, but, you know, I call him a kid. Thank you, Miss Angie. And but she's had some health issues right now, so if you could pray for her and anyone else. And Miss Krista, she's been having some issues with her migraines, and she's a trooper to, you know, host these events and have to, you know, like, keep an eye on all of us, literally, you know, because we gotta behave. And even though she's like the most mischievous one of all, you know, I mean, she is mischievous. So anyway, and I know there's just lots of other people that could use prayers. Miss Angie's friend's little boy has some health issues. You know, there's just lots of prayers that are needed this time of year. Just in general, like, I think it was yesterday at work. We had what we call an all hands. So it's like everybody comes in and they you know, they do like a safety briefing, and they just do all these things. And our safety guy had got up there and he was talking about different things, but he did say something really, he's like, this time of year is not a bright time of year for everyone. You know, sometimes it's like people have lost family members, people are alone. So, you know, maybe reach out to somebody you haven't heard from in a while and just, you know, make sure they're doing okay, you know, and just, you never know. Be brighten their day, you know. I thought, you're right, he's right. I never really thought about that. Not everybody, you know, like tomorrow is actually the, is it 4 years? 4 years ago, my dad passed away, and that's tomorrow. So that's hard for Mother. It's hard. It's hard for, you know, our whole family. So that's why we go. This happens this year just happens to fall where we're shopping, and you know, my sister and I are taking the whole day off, and then we're gonna meet up with Mother in the probably late morning and head to Shipshewana, and we spend the day like we've always done with Mother since tomorrow's the day we celebrate your dad's life. That's right. You're not in this Christmas spirit at all? Well, you know, I'm trying to be. Like, we've spent, for the last couple of years, my husband and I have, like, we've just given the kids money for Christmas. This year, I think we just wanted to, like, give them things instead of just handing them cash and letting them, you know, like, I think it just might mean a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe some people just want cash. I don't know. But just, you know, we asked them, what do you want? And they just gave us a list, and it just really was, like, nice, you know. I'm like, oh, great, but now I got to wrap all this stuff. I got to wrap all this stuff. All right, you guys, here's what we have so far. I know this is timely, and it's not, I'm going to be doing a lot of chitter-chatting, like I always do. Gotta follow my line. I'm trying to use some bigger ones, and I've got some really cool ones in here. I've got this, what was that? This one's like fabric covered. So these are the kind of buttons you want to put in your spaces. That's a perfect one right there. Let's just put a little glue on the back of it. This is fabric one as well. Sometimes it could be a little challenging getting that glue on there and not burning your finger, but that's gonna sit right in there nicely. I did ask. I know, girl. Well, I did sit down here the other night doing a craft, and I watched Christmas Vacation. That always brings joy to me. And next thing I need to do when I'm down here is I need to watch the Grinch, the Jim Carrey Grinch. That's my other favorite, is the Jim Carrey Grinch. But I took my TV upstairs because, you know, we have to segregate the... What is this one, you guys? Look at that one. That's gross. We have to segregate the animals. You love the chit-chat. I know. We have to segregate the animals. That's a cool one. Look at that one. Because, you know, Espen and Edna and Edgar, Espen doesn't like anybody right now. I mean, she likes me and Blake because we'll go out there and sit with her. I think she misses people because we'll go out there and let her out, and I'll sit on the couch and she'll just lay on the couch like she normally does. She burrows under the covers, and then she'll hear the puppies start to chirp a little bit, and she's like, oh. She like looks, and then she jumps down, and then we put her back in the crate, and she goes on, you know, and she'll lay down and nurse them again or whatever. But I think she just misses us being there with her, but she can't be good. She's naughty. Hello, Miss Tammy. She's naughty. She's just darn right mean to her student. And then she's got Edna being mean now too, because Edna's just like back at her. I'm like, holy mackerel. Stop it with the dog fighting. It's insane. Now this one, I want to clean that one up a little bit. You have 5 TVLs throughout your house and you only use 2. So yeah, I had the one down here because we took the one out of our front living room, put it in our family room, and it's mounted on the wall back there. So that's usually where we watch TV. But since I can't be out with Espen and the other, you know, like the other dogs can't be out there, I spend a lot of time in the front. And so I'm like, I'm just going to bring my TV up. And it's a Roku TV. Because this is a cool one. It's like looks almost like flower shape. It's a, you know, like a, what do you call it? Roku. And it's, let me see. I'm going to put that up here. So you just plug it in, and then we have like the little, I don't know, the Roku thing in the back. And I have apps on it. So like our Xfinity app for our TV, it's just, comes up, and you can just watch whatever you want. So it's just like having, you know, the cable or whatever. But now I don't have it down here, obviously. So I have my iPad, and I have the apps on my iPad. I'm like, oh, well, then I'll just watch Max on the, you know. And it just happened to be Christmas Vacation was on there. I was like, sweet, I'll just watch that. So it works. TV for me is more like background noise, and, you know, just listening and I like listening to like Dateline and stuff like that while I'm down here in the craft room. All right, you guys, is it looking like a snowman? Is it looking like a snowman? You guys, Miss Janice was supposed to be up after me from Vintage Country Crafting, but Miss Janice lives in New York, and she doesn't live too far from Buffalo, where, you know, it's all hairy-carry crazy with the coming snow, and they get all that ickiness there. And she lost power, so we will have, Miss Krista, are we still on for that? I think we're going to have a 2-hour, let's not discuss TVs. We're going to have a 2-hour intermission after me. So Miss Jeannie from Jeannie's Palette will be on. She won't be on until, what time is it? 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, because Branya was behind Miss Janice, and she's having some IT issues. So, we're going to have a little break. Or I could just stand for 3 hours. I'm just kidding. No, I can't do that. I told my husband I wanted Qdoba for dinner, so we're going to go get Qdoba. And I haven't even packed yet. I'm not even close to being ready. I don't even know what we're wearing this weekend. We have uniforms, you guys. This is official stuff here. We have uniforms. I'm not even sure where my uniform's even at. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, they're in a state of emergency. You saw, yeah. Oh, that's right. Miss Janice said that they can't travel. They're on lockdown. They got them on lockdown. Yeah. So in the 2-hour intermission, y'all need to go make your dinner and do your things, and then Miss Krista will be back with Miss Jeannie, and then Miss Carol Ruth will bringing up the caboose. You can watch me for 3 hours. You know, probably the longest live we did was Wilby, and that was probably about 2 hours. That was probably the longest one. That's another fabric one that fits nicely right in there. Like it. Okay. All right, so these do take time, and if you ever do any of these, you know, like, just, like I said, pull up a good TV show and just start gluing buttons on, and you can make Christmas trees. I've made pumpkins, trees, that ornament. I love that. You guys, if you look close in this, I've got those, there's like some metal snaps. Do you see those? Like, right, I found a bag of them in my stash. I must have gotten it from like something in an estate sale. There's a whole bunch of them, but I love that texture of adding that metal. Another medium. Is that what I wanted? A medium. All right, let's put that one right there. So I got to work from home today because the weather was cruddy. Did I say that? I don't know if I said that. I didn't have to get up. I knew last night that I was going to work from home, so I didn't have to get up till I get up at 6, and I would start working at 6:30 because I got to feed all the dogs, let them all out. It takes me that long to get everybody situated because I can't just open the door. You did a button craft a couple years ago for Valentine's. Nice. I used to be able to just open the door and let all 4 dogs out because I got like a hair or a glue string or something on my glasses making my face itch. I used to just let everyone out at the same time, but now it's got to be done in stages because nobody can like each other right now. They just all, it's very angry. It's very angry around here. It's very angry. So we can't be friends right now. They just can't be friends. It's awful. And it's not that way with Gabby, our black lab. Espen doesn't seem to be fazed by her. It's just Edna, because, you know, Edna's Edna. Edna's Edna. All right, let's put this one right here. All right, so as soon as we can fill in right here, we'll start forming up and we'll start coming up to that. Have you ever made a melting snowman? There's my husband. Did you antique the buttons on the ornament? No, those are just, I got a bag of buttons from an estate sale. They were all like dark colored buttons, and most of them were brown, but if you look at, I'm gonna have to take a closer picture. There's some really cool buttons in there. Super cool ones. I love that. I think that is so sweet. Just love it. Just love it. All right. My husband's picking about the Packers and the Lions. He's something. He's something. Wait, did I know you had a lab? So my husband, he had a lab when we met. And Gabby is, I think she's 10, almost 10, but she's completely blind. She's completely blind. And so we're having, I mean, her quality of life is kind of diminished over the last few years. And so we're really having to stop and really think hard about that decision. Because a couple years ago, we talked to my cousin, you know, he's our vet. We talked to him about, you know, like, when do you know? Like, because it's just different now. There's no joy. We don't see any joy. I mean, she gets excited when it's time to eat, but, you know, other than that. Hello, Miss Jeannie. Thank you, Miss Pam. So they had some paperwork that they gave us, and you could read through steps about, are you keeping your pet alive for you or for them? You know, like, is it just for you? Because, you know, sometimes you know, we have a hard time parting with animals because we just love them so much, but they can't tell us if they're in pain, you know, and it's hard. It's a hard decision. So yeah. All right, check it out. See all the different ones we've got in there so far, some really cool ones. All right, we still got to fill in like right here and right here to make it look and then we're coming up around the bend here. Coming up around the bend. So there is a really good estate sale this weekend. Okay, there's phase 2 of one I went to a couple weeks ago. It's phase 2. Like, they're putting more stuff out, but I won't get to go to that. But I'm not sad about that because it's okay, you know. But there's another one I would love to go to tomorrow before we go. But I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. It's not the regular company that I go to their sales. It's a different one. But I was like, oh, this one had a lot of vintage looking. It looked really cool. They had like this old sled. It'll probably be gone. Their sale started today. It'll probably be gone. But this is like a cute little sled. I'm like, it'll probably be gone, but stinking cute. So cute. All right. Let's dig in here and see what. There's another fabric one. I love these fabric ones. I have to struggle with my cat. I understand. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, isn't it? It's so hard. It is such a hard thing. Yeah, this is a different fabric. This is a smaller fabric one than we had before. It's a good use for white buttons too, you guys. I told you guys that I started to sort buttons one day, and then I just got overwhelmed because there were so many flipping white buttons. Your neighbor got arrested in October and had 3 adult German Shepherds and 4 puppies. What did they do? What did animal control take them? Oh my gosh. That's not good. That is not good. All right, you guys, we had, like I told you, the weather was really bad here last night, and there was a car that rolled over on the interstate up by the casino last night, and the person that was in the car apparently didn't have their seatbelt on, and they came out of the car. And we learned today that it was a 22-year-old college student. It was from a college just in like northern Indiana. It was so sad. I'm like, dude, why didn't you have your seatbelt on? Why did you not have your seatbelt on? Come on. Because like, from what we understood, the car landed on him. Like, ugh, so sad. Hello, Miss Irene. We found homes for all of them, but the 2 olders. Oh, so sad. Of course, they won. Everybody wanted the puppies, but not the adults, right? Oh, that's hard. It's hard. I follow a lot of dachshund rescue pages, and there's always dachshunds being rescued. Like, sometimes it's a matter of their owners are elderly and they have to go into a home, and there's no family to take them. It's just so sad. So sad. The dogs don't understand, you know, like. So very sad. And then sometimes there's just hoarder puppy mills, you know, which are just, ugh. Makes me angry. Inbreeding, all that stuff, you know, like, stop. Because then you got to figure out where, you know, we got to get people to take the puppies, you know, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. Hello, Miss Sharon. Go Niners tonight. You also love the Chiefs and the Bills. You got all kinds of teams, girl. Who's playing tonight? I don't even know who's playing tonight. My husband knows that stuff. If it's not the Lions or like the Vikings, I don't know. But I guess I could watch some football tonight because I don't think there's any of my shows are off now for the winter. You know how they do that little winter break thing. All my shows are off. So, I don't have any shows to watch. All right, let me put a big one up here. I'm trying to look at my... Hello, Miss Joy. How are you? I'm trying to look for where my line's at. Where my line's at? I guess I want to put this more up. Maybe I don't want to put that right. Maybe right there. I just feel like it needs a bigger one up here. Let's put it right here. Put it right there. I'm trying to follow my lines. Oh, it's the Rams and the 49ers. I see. My husband follows it very closely because he does fantasy football. So he's playing, I think he's playing against his dad tonight because he was talking smack to his dad earlier. That's what they do. He'll talk smack to anybody. Good Lord. Oh, shoot. Soon it's going to look like a snowman. I promise. My husband is lucky I love football. You know, Miss Misty from The Crafty Farmer, she was saying the other night that her husband created a monster because she started to watch. She lives in Texas, and you know, so I guess you have to be a Dallas fan. I don't know. I don't think you have to, but she said, I was the only one in the house. Everybody else was outside, and she's sitting in there watching football. Only 6 days. That's not long at all. That's crazy. Oh, they only keep them 6 days? Oh, that isn't good. Until they euthanize? Oh. You guys, our shelters here are so full. That's how bad it is. Like, my in-laws just had this, like, random cat show up at their house, and so they, I think he like set up some little thing in their garage for it to be able to, you know, stay out there, and fed it and everything. But yeah, it was very hungry, and they found the place for it, but they kind of had to put it out there and be like, anybody know anywhere till we could, you know, rehome this cat. I'm looking for a good spot for that one. I don't really want that. Maybe I could put it right there. I don't really want that up at the top. It's kind of big. Yeah, I think I'm going to put that right there. Hello, Miss Barb. Yeah. All right, you guys. So I think I can stack more up here on the bottom part. Make sure that's going to hold. So there's the bottom part. I mean, we're not done with the top. Obviously, you can see it's not. I got to fill all the way up to here. I got to fill all the way up to here. I'm just pulling some more. Ooh, this is a pretty one. That's a clear one, though. That's a really clear. Very clear. There's another fabric one. There's another fabric one. There's a lot of these like this. Somebody had a lot of those. A lot. Okay, let me see. These were, I did sort most of these buttons that are, I think I like that one. Let's just stick that one right there. Most of these were sorted into this bag. That's how I got all these white ones into a bag. I did some black bags, white bags, you know, dark colored, and then I sorted the ones back there that are kind of all, you know, rainbow. Those have been like that for quite a long time. Those were like that when I lived at my house before I moved in with my husband, my other house. All right, let's see. We want that big one right there. I guess we could do a big one. Well, hello, Miss Virginia. I'm glad you caught me live too. You love animals so much. It's horrible the way. Yeah, I agree. I agree. There's actually somebody here in Battle Creek that they're always on that Nosy A's page, and people are always like, don't give your dogs to them, or don't, you know, like, they're always, I think they're just trying to get dogs to sell them, you know, and people are always like, don't do it, don't even deal with those people, you know, like, yeah, it's sad that people do that kind of stuff. All right, I want to try to stuff that one in there a little bit. Yeah, get in there a little bit. Ah, yeah, that's good right there. Tuck that one underneath. We don't want it to go too high. We got to put a hat on him. We got to put a little hat on him. Our snowman needs a hat. Or he's just going to look like a blob of white buttons. He's going to look like a blob of white buttons. We're going to stack this one up. Have Blake sort them. He could probably do the white ones, but his color deficiency-ness is gonna screw up a lot of those buttons. My son is colorblind too. Oh, for his birthday, we, my daughter-in-law and Blake and I we all went together and got him a scope for his gun. And, he needed the green dot scope, not the red dot scope, because, oh, don't go there, because he can't see red. I don't like that there. Oh, shucks. I'm gonna have to find a smaller one right there. So, my daughter-in-law gets the scope. She brings it here so that we can wrap it and leave it here so he doesn't see it. And so, you know, because he's Snoopy and she's Snoopy and they're all Snoopy. So, anyway, brings it here and she's looking at the package. She's like, oh my gosh, they told me I got the green one, but it says red. Well, it did say red. It said red dot scope, but there was a little white circle with a tiny, tiny, tiny pinpoint green dot. And that was to indicate that it was actually green dot, even though it was called red dot. So she drives all the way back to Kalamazoo. It's on the other side of Kalamazoo. And to exchange it, only to find out that, oh yeah, you got the right one. See that little tiny dot right there? That means green dot. I'm like, really? Really? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, hold on. I gotta look at this a little bit closer again. Make sure, see where we're off a little bit. I gotta go up here on the head, right there. Okay, right there. We need something to work in here. It's kind of like a blockhead right now. He's got a blockhead, like Charlie Brown. Look, there's a little prepackaged ones for us. All right, let me put this one right there. Yeah, so he loved it. He loved it. Of course, he picks it up and he goes, yeah, it says green dot right here. Like he knew. Ay, ay, ay. Yay, yay, yay. She just had to waste some gas to go over there. All right, let me put one, see if I can get one like right there and see if we can round this up a little bit. Some man must have just, I know, right? Like, why did it have to be such a tiny little dot? Why was it called a red dot scope when it really was a green dot? Like, it didn't make sense either. All right, I think I can sit those two right there. Guys, we're almost done with the buttons. Can you believe it? And then it kind of circles around. Yeah, I think I like that right there. Okay. You can kind of see it, right? Is it coming together? You see a little sloop, sloop. It's all good. It's all good. I see it. It's all that matters. It's all that matters is I can see it, right? No, I'm just kidding. Glue these on here, and then we'll do some more things to it. Whoops. I'm still probably going to stack some more up on it to fill in some of the little red spots. You never did a button craft? Well, hello, Miss Debbie. How are you, friend? Well, Miss Teddy Bear, you have buttons. You should do a button craft. You are not lacking in the button department. Oh, come on, get in there. That one might be covered up a little bit by a scarf. We'll probably pull a scarf. Yeah, he looks kind of, he needs a little contouring to the figure. He needs a little contouring. All right, let's just fill in a couple little spots here with some of these. Stack them up, okay? Stack them up a little bit here. Do I have any another? Here's another one. Let's see, where can that go? Right there. We'll put that one right there. Let's see, here's another. That's a fabric one. You'd love a small farm. Wait, what's it say? Couldn't part with your fur babies. I had 5 chihuahuas, 1 bull mastiff, 1 cat, 1 miniature, what was it? 1 miniature goat and 2 very spoiled lambs. Oh, and they would come inside Miss Irene every time you opened the door. Oh, they're the babies. All right. Put that one right there. Okay, let me see how we're looking here. Let's see how we're looking. It's not too shabby. That's not too shabby, okay? Now, I know it looks square right now, okay? I know it looks square. Let's put a hat on him and see if we can hide his squareness. His looks a little square right there, right? I mean, maybe if I came up higher, but I'm going to put a hat on it. I don't want to bring that up higher to, like, round his head out. Because I got some felt right here for a little hat. We're going to make a little hat for him. She's a button hoarder. I am a button hoarder. I am a button hoarder. I do like my buttons. I'm not really hoarding them. I'm making things with them. Hoarding would mean you're just like not using them, right? We gotta make it longer than that. You're just sitting them like Miss Teddy Bear. No, just kidding. We have 2 goats, 2 pot-bellied pigs, 2 mini cows, lots of chickens, turkeys, 3 dogs, and 2 cats. Oh my goodness! You got a little farm, little petting zoo, huh? A little petting zoo. Okay, so let's see if we can make this look like a cute little hat here. Might have to kind of come up a little bit just so we can get this all in here. You might have to cover that top piece a little bit. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh yes, Miss Lisa, yes. We're definitely going to do that. We're going to add a scarf here. We're going to add a scarf. We are going to add a scarf. Let's see. I like to make my hats kind of look kind of wonky. Hopefully I got enough room to do this. Whoops. They kind of look like a heart. We came close to blows at one of the we did. We almost fought a lady for buttons. That's probably my first button experience. She didn't like it that I grabbed it. I can't help it. We went to an estate sale. One of the first times going to an estate sale. And she, oh my gosh, you guys, this hat is stinking cute. This is just cutting this wonky. I told this story before, but we walked into the room and Mom, wasn't it like, no, I don't think it was during COVID. I think it was after. Maybe it was before. I don't even remember. No, I can't remember. Anyway, it seems like they weren't letting that many people in at one time. Okay, look at this hat, you guys. It's okay. It's okay. You can be in the button hoarder category. All right, so I think I'm going to put that on there like this. See, I think that makes him look cuter already. We don't have to worry about the square blockhead looking thing. He's gonna be fine. So let's just kind of angle that up on the corner of the frame and put it just like that. Oh my gosh, it's cute. But yeah, so that estate sale you got in by number, like, I don't know, you got in by number, so there were people in front of us and they got in, and then we went in, and by the time we got in there, we went to where okay, look. I think that hat is so stinking cute. It was one of those sales. Yeah, you got a number. That's right. Maybe it was because they weren't, it might have been after COVID and they weren't just letting mass, show them your buttons. They've seen it, babe. That's why they know I'm a hoarder. Oh, scarf. We gotta figure out what color scarf we want to do. Oh, I think I'm just gonna maybe use some of this Osnaburg. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I should use color. Something colorful. What do you guys think? What color should we use? I can use some of I got the plaid in here, but truly, when you collect buttons, is it hoarding? I know, right? How do you know where to look at estate sales? Oh, Miss Loretta, they're estatesales.net. It's probably worldwide. I don't know. It's what we use here, but there's sales all over. You put in your state, estatesales.net. And you can sign up for emails. You get an email notification every week. It tells you. All right, you guys, what do we want to do about our scarf? What color we want to use? Rooms weren't the big. Yeah, the rooms weren't very big, and they handed out numbers, so they're only letting certain people in at a time. You know, like so many people in at a time. So Mother and I go in. I think my sister was with us too. We go in there, and I turned into the room, and the guy was, what time is it? 42. Okay. The guy was already had the buttons in his, it was a tin. It was a red tin, an old red tin of buttons. And I thought maybe I had it over here. And I turned the corner and he had the buttons. And I was like, oh, he's got the buttons. And I was kind of sad, but then I was like, oh, well, maybe next time. Maybe next time. Anybody green, reds? I'm just trying to see. I've got greens and reds. I could use that. No, I really want like a full color. Maybe this. Does that clash with that? Does that clash with that? That kind of clashes. Kind of a solid color. These are all homespun. Used to love looking through them. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just slide back for a second and see if I can find some material over here that's not far away. Anyway, so we were looking, he had the buttons in his hand, and then all of a sudden he sits it down, and I was like, oh, maybe I could use this, you guys. This is pretty. Is that clashy? You know, I like that. I like that rustic. Maybe that's going to be a good one. Well, hello, Miss Jenny. I did. I hightailed it right to that. Let me cut this piece off. I really like this material. It might be kind of clashy, but I think it'll be fun. I hightailed it over there and I grabbed it. And then, what would you know? Old Bitty Betty comes around the corner and she was like, Mom, what'd she say? She said something like, "Out. Are you taking those buttons?" And I'm like, well, I'm going, because she turned around. I mean, I turned around and Bitty Betty was right in front of my face, like this. She was like, "Are you taking those buttons?" Because I think she had eyed it too, and she saw that he had them, and then I got them, and then she was trying to be like getting those buttons. Well, once I saw that she was interested in the buttons, I wasn't putting those buttons down for nothing. Those buttons were glued to my hand. I said, well, actually, I'm going over there to talk to my mother about these buttons. And I was like, get away from me, Bitty Betty. Jeez. So, Mother and I go into like one of the bedrooms. I was like, jeez. Well, Biddy, she went down, I don't know, downstairs, or she went somewhere else, and she came back up, and we were getting ready to go down to the basement. She passed me in the kitchen, and she goes, "So, did you decide to buy those buttons?" And I said, "Yep, I did. I bought them." And she goes, "Well, there goes all those craft projects." She was mad. Maybe you could sell you know what, Miss Pam, I might do that, but when you, whenever you purchase something from me, like a craft or anything, I always put a few buttons in a little bag and hook it to my business card when I mail them out as a little, like, thank you, because my business card has buttons on it. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Okay, I think I'm going to use it like this. I'm going to fold this in half, and I'm going to scrunch it up. Then she said, well, there goes all those craft projects. Yes, Mother and I remember it like it was yesterday. She said, well, there goes all those craft projects. It was so funny. It was so funny. Bitty Betty. Now, Miss Betty, wait, is there a Betty on? Miss Betty Hoopengarner, and if she's on here, I don't mean Bitty. You're not the Bitty Betty. Just that Bitty Betty was. Because I can't say the bad words on Facebook, so I have to use, things like Bitty Betty. Oh shoot! Yeah, that was probably my first little, experience with estate sales. She was not happy about that whatsoever. I was like, I'm sorry, lady. Like, we got here first, and I can't help it that Fred put the buttons down and he decided he didn't want them. I mean, I don't know what Fred was going to do with those buttons. I should say, what are you going to do with those buttons, Fred? Then no, if he knew I was interested, he wouldn't have put them down. Debbie and I had an altercation with women about buttons I want. Nice. Nice. It's always good when you win. Now, I don't advocate for violence or anything. No violence. No getting violent, people. Don't get violent over, because that's happened at estate sales before with things. I'm telling you what, my estate sale lady, she had to actually come to a sale one day. It wasn't even about the sale. It was about neighbors being jerks and blocking cars in, and, you know, because they were parking in, you know, basically the people in the neighborhood didn't want the estate sale going on, and, you know, it's too much traffic for 3 days. And I'm sure it is a pain for 3 days, but it's 3 days, right? And it's like 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, 2 days, and 9 to 3 on the last day. It's not like it's that bad, but people get a little crazy. All right, look at him. Look at him. He's so stinking cute. I love him. Now I got to stick another little button up in there because I feel like he's got a little gap in his head. Must be a mother-daughter thing. Oh, shoot. I gotta see if I can stick another one up in there. Whoops, don't get underneath there. All right, come on. Let me see if I can find another little smaller one I can slide in there. A woman tried to argue over a tray that Debbie had, and he... Well, you know, so the sales I go to, they have a hold table. I don't ever suggest putting things on a hold table, okay? Because nobody's watching that hold table, right? Like, that hold table's there, and anybody can walk up to that hold table. Okay, I'm just going to cut that bad boy in half. Just pluck it right in half. Anybody can go up to that hold table and, hello, Miss Pamela. Well, welcome in, and take whatever's there. Because the people working there aren't, like, policing, like, oh, she didn't put that there. I know she did, but, you know, they don't have time to deal with that. So, all right, you guys, we just stuck another one in there, another half one that just filled in that spot right there. It's stinking cute. All right, we got to put a little something up here, probably a little greenery and maybe a little bell, because you guys know I like my bells. Okay, this is some new, I got this from Hobby Lobby. Look at this little guy. Now, I'm big for buying these. This was $5.99, so I paid, what, $3 for it? And I like to just pluck them and use them. But if you like to just keep them whole, please do. People can be really mean. Well, I'm not really mean when I go to estate sales. I've told you guys before, I do not appreciate bringing children. I just don't feel like estate sales are for children. You know what I mean? Like, that may be just my crotchety getting oldness, but I don't think kids need to be at estate sales. There's a lot of valuable things there, and kids like to touch and get in the way and such. You know. So, yeah. Oh, that might be cute. Let me flatten it out a little bit. Put this right up here like this on his little hat. Stinking cute. Let's do that. But yeah, do you bring a bag to put stuff in? So, Miss Loretta, I take, sometimes it depends on if I remember or not. So I take, either in my car, I always seem to have one of those thermal bags for Sam's Club. Sometimes I take that in with me. But really, our estate sales here, they have a sign that says no big bags, no big purses, you know, because they want people putting stuff in their bags and just walking out with it. But when I come into an estate sale, I have my bag folded up. However, I do have a big purse, and they've never told me you can't have your purse because I have a huge, like, ask mother, it's a huge purse, and it's like almost like a messenger bag size purse. It's huge. Did I ever put anything on the whole? Yeah. Actually, you know what I put on the, no, I didn't put it on the whole table. That quilt, that first cutter quilt that I got that, and I almost put it on the whole table, and I was like, oh, I put other things on the whole table just so I could hold the cutter quilt. I was like, I'm not putting that thing down. I still couldn't believe it made it to the third day. All right, I'm just going to pick some of these up so we can work on. We got to put a little bit, let's see. I want to put a little, let's see. A little, a bell. Let me find the bell. Where's my bells at? But yeah, estate sales are fun. So yes, I do take a bag. Like I said, they aren't, they know me. Like, they know I'm not thieving their things, but I think they keep an eye on some people because, you know, stuff walks away, sadly enough. It's like, do you need it that bad? I don't know if that bell's too big. I've got these a little bit smaller ones, but that might be too small. Let me see. Maybe that's not too small. Maybe put the bigger one on his scarf. What do you guys think? I know, rule breaker. But, Miss Rhoda. Oh, that's that's Miss Joe. Miss Rhoda. Yeah, that sounds like calling Rena May. I pulled my bag up and put it in my purse. Like I said, those ladies, I've spent so much money at those estate sales. I do. Okay, what do you guys think? That little one? I like that little one. Let me do a little. I don't know why my computer is so bright. Little black buttons. Oh, I could put some little black buttons down the front. Let me see. If I have some small enough ones. Let me see. All right, I'm just going to take a little, let's see if I can make a little tiny bow. Just a little tiny bow, or just, let me see, like if I can do something like this. I just want to put a little something underneath. Hello, Miss Bonnie. I'm going to see if I can put a little something underneath that bell. My husband ordered a new cell phone. And when he ordered it, it said it was going to be here today. Well, then, as soon as he hit like order or whatever, it like almost like did a reconfiguration or whatever to be in now Monday, and he like was so upset about it. He was like, "Thought I was gonna be here, you know, it said this," and so he called the company, and they said they saw the same thing, and they like redid the order, and they all, you know, like they went through the whole process and redid the order, and it still did the same thing. And so I think he's probably on the phone discussing the matter with them right now. No, I don't think I love that. Let me pull it off there. I thought I would love that, but I don't love it. I don't love it. I think I need a little bit of, maybe I'll just put it on there like that. I'll just put it on there like that. It's just a little red, a little bell, a little rusty bell. And I don't really want red in there because we've got like burgundies. We've got burgundies. So it's just a little green, a little black. Okay. I don't think I have a small enough star. Let me see if I have any small black buttons. I don't know if I have small enough black buttons. Let me see. I might end up filling in a little bit more here. What time is it? We got 5 minutes. So you guys remember, we're on intermission after me. Everybody go stretch your legs, eat some dinner, do some online shopping, watch some replays if you didn't see our friends earlier in the event. Miss Tammy, Miss Loretta, Miss Angie, Miss Sherry. I think I got everybody. Is that everybody that was before me? Yeah, so catch some replays while you're waiting for the next crafter, which is Miss Jeannie. All right, let me see if I got some little black ones. I don't know, you guys. Hello, Miss Sherry. You like them? Okay. Oh, let me see, you guys. What we have here. This is the black button bag, this little one, but there's not really little ones in here. I know that. I had these open last night because I put a couple, that's where I found this one, and then I forgot to seal it, and I spilled some of these out. These are like the metal ones, but I spilled some out. Let me see if there's any small black ones. I might have to do it off the live, and because I have some like little, some little black ones. I just don't know if they're in here, or you know, they like fall to the bottom because they're so tiny. This big bowl came from an estate sale. My intention was for just to fill it with buttons, because there was a store down in Shipshewana that had a bowl like this, and they would have a scoop in it. What did I have? I have a little scoop down here. They had like, you know, a scoop for an arm and a leg. This was a big bag from an estate sale, which most of those from that ornament came out of that one. All new folks, please follow Kelly. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, shoot. I'm not seeing any, like, super small ones. So I'll have to dig through and see if I can find any. Oh, you know what? I could, well, that'd be too small. I was gonna say I could use some peppercorns. You guys know I have my peppercorns I could put on there. But those might be too small. I might be able to sit the peppercorns on there. What time is it? 2 minutes. Well, I guess I could be a couple minutes over, couldn't I, Chris? I mean, nobody behind me. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I won't hog the time. I won't get myself into trouble. But you know, we're on a time crunch here. I can't remember where I put the peppercorns, though, you guys. Some of these have odds and ends. That's not it. Some of these have odds and ends. Is this it? No, that's buttons, right? That's all buttons. Was this the odds and ends? Oh, yeah, the peppercorns are in here. Hold, please. They're right here. Okay, let's see if that works. Now, I wasn't putting any face on him. He wasn't getting a face, okay? So these are just peppercorns. Let me see if I can just put, like, maybe that would work the best. Look, just a little black. Let me see if I can put one. If I can get them just right. Is this the center? The center, like right there. All right, hold on, because this is a solid white button and you'd be able to see it. One right there. I'm going to put one right here. Whoops. And then one right there. Oh, that's cute. That worked better. Just grab your peppercorns, ladies. You don't need no stinking buttons. You just use some peppercorn. Look. I think that looks cute. All right, I don't know what else I would do to it. I think I kind of like him just simple. His face still looks a little, he still looks a little block-headed. He still looks like a little block-headed, but I think he's cute. He's just a little block-headed. I feel like maybe I need to put something right here, and maybe that will help. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe put a little, if I had a little star. I don't think I have any super small stars. I might be able to do one of my little, or maybe a snowflake. Is a snowflake too big? The snowflake might be too big. You love them? I've got these little wonky, these are small stars, but these are a little wonky star I could put on here, like so. That'd be kind of cute. I could, or maybe I'll just do a couple of little wonky stars like this in the sky. Let me mess with that. Let me mess with that. So I think this is just simple and cute. It's just an estate sale frame. You put a little scrapbook paper over the glass. I always put whatever I'm using on the glass. I put the glass back in the frame, but I always put that over it. I don't put it under it. I like it over it. Maybe a carrot nose. I could always do a carrot nose. Maybe the carrot nose would help in his case. Because I wasn't going to do a face on him, but maybe because his face is a little square, maybe he needs a little nose to make his face not look so square. So, you guys, buttons. Buttons. Y'all have white buttons. Now, every time you buy clothes, there's always the buttons in the, they have a little packet of buttons. Maybe just one button, maybe two. But I emptied a whole container from an estate sale of a lady who kept like every single button off every single clothing piece she got because they were all in those little packages. And that's basically what the whole, it is simple, isn't it? And you just put it on your little table or your shelf or just wherever. How stinking cute is that? Now, that could be a nice little gift for somebody. It's like, I don't have a whole lot of money, but I do have an old frame that I'm not really using and some buttons. I can make a little snowman and give it to old Bitty Betty. She might make her happy because she'd be like, I got buttons. Oh, and two black seed beads for eyes and buttons. Oh yeah, so I wasn't gonna put a face on him because of the buttons, but we did put the little peppercorns for his little buttons down the front. But I may put a little nose on him because maybe a little nose would do him some good. Let's see. I do have remember this was from our snowman couple. I could always take this and kind of grunge it up a little bit. You love it? Well, thank you, Miss Brenda. Thank you so much, you guys. Let me see how it would look if we just pretended like we were going to put this on here. You like that? We put a little nose on him? I mean, it's probably a little bit long. This is what came with our little snowman couple. When we... Look. Obviously, I could shorten it. Well, we could put his nose on there. Your crafts are never cheap and tacky. You're always... But you guys... Old Bitty Betty. She was a gem. I like to repurpose things. So, you know, I just like to show how things don't have to be, you don't have to spend a ton of money on things, you know, but I like to find quality things. Like these frames I get, most of the time I get for $1. And these frames were probably a lot of money at one time. And that's why I like to go to the estate sales and buy quality frames. I mean, you can get stuff at Dollar Tree, but you can get cheaper stuff at an estate sale. So estatesales.net. Check out your area. You might have estate sales. Can you share your buttons, please? I'm kind of stingy with that. Yeah. But again, I do send some buttons out when I think that would be cute. I don't know if I need to leave it that long though. What do you guys think? I don't know if I need to leave it that long. That one little button's kind of in the way, but I mean, I guess it could go straight out like that. I don't know, what do you think? Just go straight out like that? What do you say? You lie, plain and simple? You lie, plain and simple? All right, what if I just glue that on there? Let's just glue it on there. I could always grunge it if I wanted to grunge it, but let's just leave them long like that. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, let's see what it looks like. You guys like that? No nose. You like it without the nose? Well, I just glued it on there. You didn't like it. Do you like it with it now or no? Thank you, Miss Cheryl. Now, how many? Give me some hearts if you love the nose. If you don't love the nose, don't give me hearts. Just kidding. I don't know. Wait. A little shorter. He looks like... You always compare him to Jimmy Durante. I don't even know who that is. You don't like it? He's too long? No nose. I think maybe I shortened. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay, hold on. Hold on. This is going to turn into... This is going to turn into Wilby, isn't it? And Miss Jeannie is going to be right up next. You like the cardboard noses? Do you think I should do a cardboard nose instead? And not use this little stinky little nose? I don't know. Some of you are saying don't even use it. Don't even use a nose, Kelly. Don't use a nose. Use the force, Luke. Just leave it like this. Just leave them like that. Is that what I should do? There's a lot of mixed reviews tonight. You like the pop. Okay, Mother likes the pop of color, though. Okay, hold on. What about this? If I do this, I'm committed because I've just ruined his whole little nose. What if we just went like this? Just put a little nose right here in the middle. Look, it's just a straight out nose. Okay, Miss Lori, it's short now. See, it's a little stubby nose. It's really short now. Should I just leave it off or put it straight? We are wonky guests. I don't know. Now I'm almost thinking maybe, I don't know. Such mixed reviews tonight about the nose. No nose. Shorter nose. No nose. No nose. Off with your nose. All right, we're just going to leave him without a nose. I am going to paint some, I think I'm going to take some little stars. I think I'm going to add some little stars up here. And maybe I'll put, I'll put a little, like this little wonky heart right here. I'll do a little wonky heart on him. And do a couple little stars up here in the sky. All right, no nose. I hear ya. I hear y'all. I hear ya. No nose. I won't stick it on there. Even though I'll be tempted. No, I'm just kidding. I won't. I'm just going to take some of these little maybe 3 stars. Maybe we'll put 3 stars up here in the sky just to add a little something up there. I'll do my little resting technique. I'll hop off here so everybody can go get their, Miss Krista can rest her eyes, and everybody can take a little break. What would Bitty Betty think? She's going to let me know. She said, well, those were my buttons. Those were my buttons. All right, you guys, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to zhuzh those up. You know, actually, I might, these little guys, I might do a little, because there is some yellow in the paper, I might use some like antique gold. Remember the antique gold I used last night on the top of this one? Well, if you guys watched the video, I used this antique gold. Maybe I'll do that on there and do a little rusty on the heart. Put a cardinal in his hat. Oh. Now where am I going to get a cardinal that small? Mrs. Debbie, where am I going to get a card? That would be cute though. I'm not sure I could. You know, my drawing abilities aren't that good. All right, you guys. I hope you all have a great weekend. I won't be back on, I don't know when I'm on again. I'm not on this weekend. Diamond Dust the Stars. No, I don't know. It's so rustic, though. It's so rustic. You know I like my rustic. We're going to be gone till Sunday, and then, you just want me to do like a little blob of red felt for it? I can try. I can try. But I gotta go get Qdoba. It's Qdoba time. My stomach's like, it's Qdoba time. So I'm going to paint these with some antique gold. And then I'll post a picture. I gotta do my rusty heart and put on there. And then I'll see if I can conjure up some sort of little fluffy looking bird. Make a brown nose. Betty the brown noser. Miss Dory, too funny. All right, you guys, thank you for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this craft and you have a great night. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.